figure for you guys, it says there's two of you waiting, so I'd figure for you guys we can hang out. I'm gonna smoke a bowl real quick, have a drink of water. Give me the good old fashioned. Let me know you can hear me when you can hear me. I'm talking. Let me know if you can hear what I'm saying. I'm hoping that that's the case. Wait, can you guys hear me right now? Oh, of course, I can't see the chat. My computer crashed the first time I tried to do this. Oh man, it still won't let me see the chat. So that's probably not good. Okay, guys, I'm gonna leave and then I'm gonna come back again. Hold on just 1 minute, okay? Oh my god, I can see the chat. Awesome. Okay, I'm back. I'm doing stuff. So, yeah. All right, last week we had a competition that only had one participant, Professor Crocodile, who made a duck. So, Professor, uh, congratulations. Uh, I was going to make a duck from scratch tonight until I worked on the duck. Like I decided I was gonna like try it because I've never carved a duck before. I decided I was gonna try it last night, and it actually takes me a fuckload of time to make a duck. So I decided I would just kind of do finished stuff tonight on the duck. I will show you. Uh-huh. It's like getting to kind of be duck-like in shape, duck-like in stature, perhaps looking like a duck a little bit. So we'll get to that. I was going to also buff rings. Just one, just to show you guys the process. This is, once again, like I was saying last week, usually I do all this stuff in big batches. So, uh, let's see what we got here. All right, I got a little bit of, I don't know if you guys can see that very well, but I got a little bit of beeswax here. That's for buffing the rings. Uh, I don't know if I told you guys last week, but usually I don't like to use things that are harmful to people's skin and stuff um, to do jewelry. I'm gonna go over to my desk real quick. I'm gonna grab my water. Um, why don't you guys tell me what you're drinking tonight? Coming back over with my water here. I apparently the stream doesn't move at the same speed as perhaps I thought it did. So I'm just sitting here talking at you and like trying to look for answers to questions and stuff, but it's still too early. So I'm gonna have some water first. All right. So I was working with alder last time, uh, which is super duper beautiful, but it's actually pretty common. It's just not a lot of people actually take the time to mill it out or anything. But this is a different type of wood, and I've only gotten my hands on like a few little pieces of it, so I'm pretty sparing with it. I'll show you what it looks like just in its rough form here. I know you guys can't see super well, but it's extremely fine grained. And when I first got it, I was like, "What the hell is this wood?" Turns out it's myrtle wood. Figured that out upon looking at like the 9 million different samples of myrtle wood. This is a way finer grain pattern. It's like really, really tight together. And I just thought, what the hell? Since I showed you the alder last time, I'd show you guys some of the myrtle wood as well. I'm gonna pop over see if you guys have actually even heard me ask a question yet. Let's find out here. Oh my goodness, a dirty martini? Are you fucking kidding me? Wow. Okay, so someone is drinking a martini. That would be the professor, of course. Who's Alder? That's me. My name is Alder B. Hickory. I don't know if I've ever shared that with you guys before. So the process of buffing. Oh wait, I'm starting with the wrong step here. Process of buffing. It's really, really simple, and quite enjoyable as well. Gonna dive in here. This is 000 steel wool. I'm gonna take a little bit of this beeswax. It's in this like pot that it's in is a double boiler, so it's keeping it just a little warm, just malleable enough that I can work with it. Literally just kind of rubbing it, smearing it on the ring. And the whole idea of buffing is you put on a buffing compound and then buff it off. I mean, I guess that's supposedly the idea. That the wax is not that hot. If anybody was concerned for my fucking health and safety, but I doubt any of you were you? If you were concerned for my health and safety, I appreciate it. I'm sorry that I offended you. So basically, I'll start with this 000, and just kind of work the wax on there, kind of smear it about, really get down in there. So basically, the wax it's hydrophobic, so it'll help protect the wood from water. Um, goes on pretty easy, looks pretty nice. After I buff this up, you guys might not be able to see it through the camera, but it'll have a nice shine to it. Alder B. Hickory. I wish that was my name. So yeah, I'm just kind of smearing it around a circle. Get my steel wool down in there and get it all gooey. Oh yeah, there we go. Yeah, just basically sit here and buff it off. I do a two-step little buff. I'll do the 000 steel wool, and then I'll use a nice soft cloth. Well, I guess maybe not super soft, but one that doesn't leave any residue when you use it. I make all my rags out of old jeans because the denim works really damn good for it. I hope this time around that you guys can hear me a little bit more clearly. I actually have a microphone on my workbench this time, which I think was maybe a silly thing not to have last time. I was like Icarus, flying towards the sun on my wings of beeswax. You guys caught me. Like right as I started up the stream before it failed, I was. Oh wait, there's a big yellow bar. I wonder if that's a bad thing. I got to go look at the computer real quick. There's a big yellow bar. Oh goodness. What do you what are you guys seeing? I'm seeing that I this is kind of looking like shit. It's a little bit stormy in my neck of the woods here. I'm a little concerned that I might lose the internet. So Trumpy, lube your ring before insertion. That's probably a good idea. Sorry, I'll get back to work here. I'm worried that you're not actually seeing anything. I have a 100-foot long Cat 5 cable running from my house out to my shop, and it's like stormy weather. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe you guys can tell me what stormy weather does to a wire, but I figured like, what the hell, right? It's coated in plastics. Plastics resist water, do they not? I'm not like some kind of crazy person or something. You guys seeing and hearing me? Is it working properly? Let me know, would you? I would really hate to have to drag my damn desktop down here to do this, but maybe next week that's exactly what I'll do. I've just been using my shitty laptop to try and do this, and frankly, I don't think it's up to the task. I'm gonna come back and take a look again and see if it's looking any better. Oh, that's not bad. Okay, it's playing now. Yeah, my video is frozen, but I can hear you. Okay, sweet. Okay, yeah, I'm sorry. It might go out tonight before we get a chance to actually do everything. We'll hang out again on Thursday, next Thursday, you know. But yeah, like I said, shitty weather here right now. It's storming for the first time since summer started, and it's kind of whipping around pretty good. I have a holly tree growing up into my power lines, so I don't know, man. I don't know. So yeah, I'm starting to get a good shine on this now. I don't know if you guys can. You know what I need is like a light source to use to reflect some light back at you. All I have is like the most incredibly shitty flashlight. I guess actually, you know what I could do is I could lift you guys up so that you're uh, parallel to the plane of the light coming down, so you can see some reflection. It's not like mirror reflection or anything. You know, these aren't like shining brilliance. They're just kind of shiny. I don't know. Okay, we're gonna go up. Oh man, I hope none of you get motion sick doing this, but I'm just gonna kind of move this around and see if maybe you can see it. I don't know. It's a pretty low resolution stream, all things considered. But yeah, you know, at this point, it's looking pretty damn nice. So we'll switch over. The next step is just using some cloth. Like I said, I use blue jeans because they don't leave residue. Buff on some more and just rub it right off. I mean, you know, it's not gonna make the damn ring waterproof, but it's not gonna. It'll make it so it doesn't get hurt if you wear it a few days in a row in the rain or something, you know. Won't get destroyed. Come over see what you guys are talking about while I rub this in here. Oh yeah, you couldn't see shit. Oh, thanks, Professor, for being helpful. I'm gonna just be buffing here for a few. Do you guys want to listen to a song? I think we're going to maybe listen to a song. Oh, I forget that now the microphone is over by my workbench. Yeah, I'm thinking maybe we listen to a song while I buff this the rest of the way. Anybody opposed to that? Because it doesn't really matter if you are. Just gonna kind of click around here. Oh yes, no, I remember. We're listening to Little Dragon tonight. Oh, every song on this album is amazing. Have you guys ever listened to the Little Dragon album, Little Dragon? Holy crap! Okay, I'm gonna be right back. Sorry, guys, I lost all my viewers. I'm back. My computer crashed again. I am, I guess, listening to music, uh, was not in the fucking stars. I don't know if you guys can hear me again or if any of this is working again, but I'm back. I'm gonna go back to just scrubbing beeswax onto a ring. I really, this fucking kills me so bad because I was saying this last week too. I always listen to music when I work, and it's fucking weird not to. I don't know. I don't even know if anybody's still here anymore, if I'm just talking to the void, but that's okay. I don't mind talking to the void every now and then too. Also, I guess this probably records. Oh, well, yeah, of course. I mean, it does record it, which is pretty sweet. I don't have to do that. YouTube does that, I guess. So yeah, I'm just working more wax into this. We'll get to duck in here in just a minute. I just want to make sure this is all. If I'm gonna only do one ring, I'm gonna make sure it's all nice and finished. I'm hoping that the heat in my double boiler kind of holds together here, or else I'm gonna have to pull out my microwave, which is fucking terrifying. It's just like it's very, very old. It came with this building. When you turn it on, it thunks. It thunks. It's not very nice. Oh my goodness. It looks like someone's still here. I'm gonna come and just see what you guys are talking about here. Or what one person here is talking about. Strump, Strumpy and all this then. There's people here. Beeswax with a Z. I very much appreciate that quite a bit. I like spelling things with Z's. There was a thread. I don't know. Some goon wanted to stop using the word goon, I guess. I don't know if you guys saw that, but if you did that, then how would I say goons with a Z? I find that to be silly. I like spelling goons with a Z. I'm also like I'm an idiot, so there's that going on too. But yeah, I don't know. So let's see. We got someone drinking a martini. I'm sorry, I didn't recognize your screen name. All this then, I guess it was. What are you drinking this fine evening? Something delicious? Maybe a tangerine flavored soda of some sort? That would be delicious. Oh, this bad boy's starting to get all nice and shiny. Yeah. The myrtle wood, it's so dang fine. It just looks so good when you shine it up. It really, really does. So yeah, of course now I like to make sure that my computer wouldn't explode again. I turned down the settings, so I really can't show you very well. Like the video settings, the video settings. So I really can't show you how nice and shiny and beautiful this is. I can tempt you with it from afar. Basically, is the best I can do. But it is effing gosh darn beautiful. I gotta say, it's a fucking huge ring too, as far as like the size this way. It's like a bangle for your finger. Fucking love it. Okay, so I need to drink some water. So I'm gonna do that real quick. Oh wait, someone. I don't. I can't. I keep forgetting what your name was. I'm sorry. There are microwaves for drying lumber. That's pretty sick. Calling it beeswax implies that the bees still own it and using near every. Oh my goodness. How did you know this? Oh my coronas. Okay, wow. Okay, so Coronas, that's exciting. I actually kind of wish that I had a beer right now. I might take a rip since, you know, inebriants and such. So it is, in a way, colonization to call it beeswax. It should be uh, human intervention into bees society wax, I think. Oh my goodness. There's like it shows me like it shows me how many people are currently watching the stream. I got very very excited when the number went to 4. So I'm really pumped, you guys. I'm super pumped up for the number 4. If you like the number 4, please, I don't know, like the number 4. Well, that means Strumpy gets to send us all some raw honey for free, right? That's how this works. Oh my god. Okay. So, yeah, duck. Ah, yes. Once again, this extremely duckish duck here. Show it off one more time. Let you guys be a little jealous how much it looks like a duck. This is definitely the most duck-like duck I've ever seen. So yeah, I think tonight I'm just gonna do some finish work on this, and I think I don't know. No, I'm not even gonna try it. Like, do you know how much I want to listen to goddamn music right now? I'm like, well, I guess I could go over there, I could put it on, and I just know it's gonna end in misery. I would like to say from last week, some folks talked about my handsome gloves here. Um, they were the only gloves that I could find that didn't have synthetic fingertips. And because I use the grinder to shape things out, stuff with synthetic fingertips melt when you touch the grinder with them. It's kind of lame. So yeah, these have like rawhide, but they're also really pretty. So that's a plus too. So yeah, basically just gonna take this down a little bit more. Kind of start doing some of the finer work. I got to get the head a little bit narrower. In fact, it seems a little bit silly to go straight to the rasp right now when the head needs to narrow down so much that, in fact, I think you guys can join me at the grinder here. Which, oh my god, okay, I'm gonna play music. I gotta do it. Like, I can't help myself because I don't want you guys to sit here and listen to grinder noises. Who the fuck wants to do that? I need to find. You know what I need is I need something for you guys to sit on so you get a good view of the grinder, which is actually just a shitty Ryobi sander that's been turned on its side and clamped to my workbench. Here, I'll give you a little tour of this thing here. Oh, I knocked over my fake hand. That's no good. But yeah, you can see here, got a couple nice clamps here. It's just clamped right to the workbench, you know. Uh, sometimes, yeah, it's all right. It's really shitty, but you know what? It's extremely cheap in that I own it, so I don't have to buy anything else. It actually, the funny part is it's like kind of broken. The grinder is kind of broken. The belt sander is kind of broken. Oh, hey, there's a fifth person. Hi, fifth person. There's apparently a fifth person who's talking to us right now or watching with us right now. So yeah, so the grinder, we're gonna do that to take the head down. I need to grab some ear protection and a mask real quick because it will hurt my baby ears if I don't do that. Oh my God, it's Gary Oldman's diary. Hello. Let's see. Could you prove that Death didn't have a child's play thing going on? It doesn't have any joints, so it could be possessed, and you just wouldn't know it. Oh, okay. See, now Gary Oldman's diary. That's a really really hard question to answer. Um, I don't know if you can possess something that doesn't have any facial characteristics. I mean, I don't know. I did knock over my fake hand. It's not a real fake hand. It's a fake hand. Oh, I didn't realize you guys could see me while I'm at the desk. Hi guys, woo! I'm at the desk. Although it's gonna take like 10 minutes for you to actually see me wave. Oh, you guys can see I got like a nice cabinet up here where I keep my PPE. So I don't have to go looking for it. You should always wear stuff like this because it's good for you. It actually, oh God, I gotta put in earplugs before I do anything else. Honestly, I was super foolish in that I thought I was gonna be at a point that I could actually just go straight to rasps and like that kind of carving with like a razor and a knife. So it was actually pretty dumb of me to do that. So yeah, we are gonna do some grindering. We are certainly gonna do some grindering. Are you guys just looking at my butt? Because that's actually pretty perverted. I don't appreciate it even a little bit. No, I actually appreciate it a lot, to be honest. It's the little things. It's the little. I said it's the little things. I know I'm talking over here to myself very quietly. Oh my God, music. Okay, you guys. So just for a minute here. Okay, guys. So for a minute here, I'm gonna turn off my microphone here on the bench. We're gonna hope that nothing explodes. I'm looking at my computer, and it looks like it's still working. So I'm gonna turn off. My
Tell me where would I go? Tell me what led you on, I'd love to know.
Okay, hold on.
Was it the blue night, gone fragile? Was it both the man in wonder steady gone under? Was it the light waves so frightening? Was it a two wheels when the mirror holding us steer around? Thought I had an answer once.
right, let me just check the camera angle and then we'll get started.
Colossal sign, so I got lost with so many lovers singing songs. Was it the blue night gone fragile? Was it aboard the man?
Yes, so I have turned down the music. I'm looking at the screen, trying to see.
So frightening.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Was it a
There's not a lot of light, but it'll do. Okay, I gotta turn off this microphone, so just enjoy the music, because if you didn't, it'd just be nothing but grinder noises. Okay, so microphone's back on, I think. The glasses are falling off. Oh, well, hey, how are you? So, my wife is here. Yeah, she's looking at me. She's giving me the blinky eyes and stuff. So, I'll be up in a little while. All right, do you wanna come say hi? She's also a freaking forums poster. So, yeah, all right, that's what I thought. I'll see you later. Love you. Okay, so what's up? What are you guys doing? Okay, how you guys doing? My wife, yes, exactly. She usually comes down and reminds me that, like, there's other things to do besides sit here and grind wood. But yeah, let's see here. This is starting to look a little bit more duck-like. Sorry for the extreme close-up of my schnaz. Uh, I'm gonna. I sit in a rolly chair on a cement floor, and let me tell you, it is comical watching me try and get around this place in my chair. So here it is. The head is a little bit more, slimmed down. A little bit more slimmed down. That seems so silly to say. A little bit more like it's a duck's head as opposed to just another duck body on the end of a duck. Uh, so I'm gonna actually take a rasp to it now and actually start getting a little bit more of the shape that I want out of it. Uh, yeah. So, like I was saying earlier, this was supposed to be a practice duck until I realized how fucking long it takes. It takes me to make a duck. So I decided to, use this one, which was going to be the practice one. So it's made out of sweet, sweet hardware store S grade Doug fir, or I guess S grade, construction grade, I guess, in some vernacular. It's garbage, but the plus side is it's actually pretty soft. So, it doesn't take a whole lot to get it to take shapes. I don't know if I'm actually showing you guys anything. Okay, so I know it's all just goons here. What is your favorite color? Your favorite color? Anybody? A favorite color? A favorite color? Lavender, perhaps? Maybe a nice orange. I do enjoy a good orange every now and then. I would say orange is probably my favorite color. Since I'm asking, it's only fair to share. I'm going to just work on this duck's head just a little bit more and come and see what your favorite color is. If Gary Oldman's diary says anything other than black, I'm going to not believe that it's actually him who is using this YouTube moniker. If only there were a something awful streaming function, so I wouldn't have to be among the rest of this internet trash. All right, let's see colors. Death blue. Death blue. That's morbid. It's morbid. See, he's getting a little bit more of a ducky aspect. I don't know. I'm gonna drink some water real quick. Do you know that water hydrates your body? I don't know if you guys knew that, but it's actually really good for you. You should drink water. I know since you're goons, most of you drink nothing but Diet Dr. Mountain Pepper or whatever. Excuse me, Diet Mountain Dew. Is that the because now you can't have the sugar anymore of the regular Dew. Is this nicer having a microphone next to me instead of across the room? I feel like you probably hear the rasping sounds a lot. But on the plus side, I don't think you guys hear the fan that I have to run next to my computer to keep it from overheating as much, which I think is good. I think that's a good thing. I This microphone is like from the 70s, and I've carried it around for a really really long time, and have never actually plugged it in to see if it works. And today I was like, we should actually see if this works, and it does. It does work, in fact, which is sick. I think. Once again, I don't know. Who knows? Getting a pretty ducky look to this thing here. No, not the stick mic. It's literally okay. Professor Crocodile, you were asking about the microphone, if it's a Bob Barker style microphone. Okay, no, it's actually like a little brown rectangle that is probably 1 inch by 3 inches, 1 inch by 2 inches. It's it looks literally like it would be the biggest piece of shit in the world, but it's actually pretty sweet because I can talk. I'm standing at my desk right now, and I'm talking to you guys, and you're most likely hearing me. I think. Since sometimes I'm not going to ask you again if you can hear me, since someone last time was like, "You sound paranoid. You shouldn't ask that." They didn't actually say you shouldn't ask that, but they did say that I sounded paranoid, which is fucking silly because I'm not paranoid. I'm not. I'm not paranoid. I'm not paranoid. Wait, I don't know. Why are you guys watching me? Nah, I'm just joking. I'm not that crazy. Not that brand of crazy, at least. I wish there's like okay, wow. Yeah, I was gonna say that I wish that there were certain users who were here right now, but I know everyone has different things to do except you guys, like the whatever the 6 or 7 of you guys. I'm gonna, and next week I'm gonna just kind of keep working on the duck week by week because I honestly like. I think I want to get it actually kind of nice. I am jealous of Professor Crocodile. I am hoping that you're still in the chat. I'm wondering, was that duck that you made ceramic, or was it like dough hardened or something? Like, tell me what it was, because I want mine to be nice and pretty like yours. It was very pretty, I gotta say. And I'm planning. My plan is to just give this to my kid as a toy, but it can be a pretty toy at least. Like, why give a shitty toy? I'm gonna switch to my half round rasp. This you remember this from last time. Very important rasp. You see, it's half round. What the fuck would I do without a half round rasp? Just trying to get through some of this stuff. I cut too deep. Like I made like a stencil and stenciled both sides of the wood. and then like cut down to. I'll show you too this way where it makes sense. Cut down the block of wood with a saw with this saw, Ryoba saw. Ugh. Cut down this way, and I got too deep around the neck. But I figured, like, okay, shouldn't be too big of a deal because the neck needs to be, uh, thinnish. It's not like a burly bodybuilding duck. It's going to be a pleasant duck. I don't want a bodybuilding duck, and I honestly, I don't think anyone does. That's silly, really. My goodness. Oh my God! I asked you a question, Professor Crocodile. I bet you answered by now. Let's find out. Let's find out. Clay is. Oh, wait, hold on here. It was just clay. Oh wow, dude, clay is sick. I'm not anti clay just because I work wood. I'm pro clay, 100% pro clay. It was I like that little duck. I hope that the person who found it is pleased with their little duck find. Actually, that reminds me today. Okay, so I was running today, which I run every weekday with my kid. He likes to ride in the one of the jogging strollers, and we go for a run every day. Every weekday. And today we were running our usual route, and we're going through this trail, and I start seeing these people who write stuff on rocks and like or paint rocks and stuff and leave them around for you to find. Someone apparently walked like my whole running route today leaving these things, and like some of them were actually large enough that as I was running by I could read them, which was pretty like weird. I don't know. You just think about like who's the person who's like painting. I don't know. So actually, I swear to God, someone. Oh my God. I don't know. It seems weird, but at the same time, like they all had positive messages on them. They were very like live, laugh, lovey, but at least they weren't like white supremacist shits or something. Which also in my wonderful little like town here, there we had some of that situation over by one of the marijuana stores where so oh my God, so basically some people parked trailers outside of this marijuana store down by the highway here, and spray painted them with swastikas pointed towards the northbound lanes of the highway. So that was kind of nice. That was a nice little treat to fucking see when I pull out off the road. That's pretty lame, actually. Oh my goodness, look at the aspect of duck we are just like getting here. It's like, this thing is gonna be sick. I've never carved animals before. I've made like little guitars and stuff like that. I like making toys, but uh, wooden animals is something I've never made before. A good thank you, Professor. Thank you. I'm you know coming from the duck guy, which obviously ornithological professor over here. Um, I appreciate it. Yeah, it's coming along. I think probably next week it'll be finished. I mean, it's not. I plan on closing up shop here pretty soon, but I think one more good day of like going at it, getting all the because I want to have some nice curves in it, so when it gets some finish on it, it really shines up. So this thing, like instead of doing like natural finishes, quote unquote natural finishes, because I mean most of this stuff is natural. Most of all this finishing stuff is pretty natural, but I'm gonna probably do this one with tung oil instead. so that it really just brings out these obnoxiously huge grains that show that it's such a shitty piece of wood. The better, typically, like, I mean, there's always going to be uh, things that counter this rule, uh, but typically, the better the wood, the closer the grain is together. As far as like how good it's going to look presented and cleaned up, how well it's going to hold up to standing, how well it's going to hold up to working and stuff. You know, the stuff that has wide grains on it, it's typically construction grade wood, like wood that you would use to build a house with. And I mean, that's basically what this shit is stuff that we've been using to renovate the house. It was just something that I had handy that I could make a nice little chunk out of because I had it busted down to 3x3s. So I used a 3x3 blank basically to start the duck. I would say let's while we're here, since last time I was asked about scale with my fisheye lens, I have my yardstick here this time, ready to go. It's about 6 inches, the duck, like maybe 5 3/4. You guys have a better view of it than I do at that point. It's pretty. It's large. I mean, it's not huge, but it's large. I think it's coming along quite nice. I'm gonna do some a little combination of stuff. You know, right now I'm just rasping to get it into shape, but I'll probably end up taking a razor blade to it to do just some little stuff like making the wings pronounced and stuff like that. I know I should have carving knives, but once again, I am a cheap person. So, buying an expensive set of carving knives, or I can use, like, my cheapy 6.99 fucking razor blade to carve with. It's not really that good for it, but now that I've learned how to use it, it's not so bad. Now the neck's starting to really slim down, It's looking a lot nicer in that respect. I'm gonna take the heavy, go back to this heavy rasp here. This thing also was like $5 and is probably the most versatile rasp that I have. I don't, I don't know. Whatever this kind of rasp is called is a great rasp. I guess it has four different faces on it, two curved faces and two flat faces. But if you ever see one of these, if you're like planning on working some wood and you don't want to like actually pay money for things, this is very cheap if you see them in a store, and it's like super fucking, I don't know, super fucking nice for doing just like a little bit of carving work. Like, it might not be like the greatest thing ever. It's not the most comfortable because it is four sides of a file, so you're always holding a file when you're using it. I should really be wearing a glove right now, but I'm not because I'm dumb. I'm gonna be complaining later on about how my hand hurts. I'm gonna take a drink of water, see what you people are talking about. You persons. See how I did that? You like that? Ugh. Oh, a repeating meme. Hello. Um, okay, so repeating meme asks an interesting question. He visited me once, and he hung out for a while. It was really my son was extremely young, and I was taking care of him alone that night, and I was trying to get him down for bed, and I pushed him off until the absolute last minute. So we just kind of hung out at my shop after my kid fell asleep, and kicked it a little bit. Uh, he asked if I had this antique stove thing, and I actually do. One of these days when I have my storage area, because this is my work area, but I also have a storage area in here. One of these days when I have my storage area clean enough for you guys to see it, I'll drag you back there. I have a stove from 1929. It's a or wait, what is it? It's a. Hold on, I gotta look at the thing. I haven't talked about it in a long time because who the fuck do you talk to about this shit? It's a magic chef, and I bought it from some meth addicts out in the middle of nowhere for $60, and I I went through, and I'm still. I mean, it still needs a little bit of work, but I went through and I basically restored everything, removed all the rust, and oiled everything down. And excuse me, I was just burping because of the water drinking. Um, but yeah, I have a restored stove from 1929, and it's effing sick, basically. Although I'm thinking that's funny that you bring it up because I have been thinking about getting rid of it. I just don't know, like, I don't know what to do with it at this point. Like, I know I'm probably not going to use it very much. Even though I wish it could be my primary stove, because honestly, this is one thing that, like, the downside of living in the, at least in this part of the Pacific Northwest, is that no gas. My stove is electric, which blows so bad. I hate electric stoves. So I wanted this to be my primary stove, but I'd have to plumb the house for propane and get a tank installed in my backyard, and it's just like, no, it's not worth it for me to do that. So I just got to get rid of it now that it's restored. But I just don't even know, like, what do you do with that, who do you fucking call to sell a stove from 1929? I guess I could take it to a pawn shop and see if I could hawk it, and just know that I'm not gonna, like, that I'm gonna just hawk it. I don't know if I don't, like, what the fuck. I don't think anyone at a pawn shop would even, like, they would look at me like I'm a raging idiot walking in there with a fucking 200-pound stove. What the fuck? Oh my god. This is really I'm really excited to be making this duck. I know that sounds really dumb. I know, but I'm really excited to be making this duck. I super am. You know what? I was trying to figure out, I think maybe next week I might be able to figure out a way to watch the chat while I work, but I'm still in the process of figuring that out. I don't know. I'm trying to, like, basically, so Bronze Fawns, the poster Bronze Fawns, bought me the camera that I'm streaming with. I found this microphone, and everything else so far has just been stuff that I've found around my house. All of it quite, the camera's sweet, but everything else is quite shitty. But, it's working. At first, like, my biggest problem when we first started today was that I thought that I could, like, push the limits and maybe show you guys an image that was like by 560 or something. But that was not true. I could not do that. Once again, we are running on the world's shittiest laptop. So it's what it is. I could bring a desktop down here. I could, but Jesus, I really don't want to. Boy, this guy is shaping up. I'm really, really liking this. Uh, it's gonna look silly with some finish on it. It's gonna look really quite good. I'm excited. Something that I really rarely do is fine work when it comes to sculpting like this. Uh, as far as carving. So I'm interested to see how badly I fuck up this duck's face when I get there. I'm gonna try and save any carving until next week so you guys can watch me mess it up. Because I typically don't really carve that much ever. Like it's very, very rarely. It just, as far as like trying to do stuff in a capacity where you have enough that you can give some away, enough that you can sell some, and enough that you can hoard some for presents. I don't know. At that point, like, Yeah, I don't know. I'm sorry, I lost my train of thought for a moment. It's definitely not because of the weed. I promise. All right. Let's see. I'm gonna come see what you guys are talking about. Oh, Antiques Roadshow. That would be so fucking sick. Fill it with plants or records or something. I guess I could. I don't know where I'd put it though to do that. Stove repair place. Not a bad idea. I don't know. Yeah. Okay. So I'm trying to like. Oh my goodness. Okay. So I'm gonna work here for about 15 more minutes, and then we'll call it a night. I'm uh, trying to not spend all night down here, even though I do like you guys, and it is fun to talk with someone while I work. I will admit that. Even the ones of you that I don't like, I like. It's true. Uh, all right, more duck. I can't. I'm hopefully actually like showing you guys this. I got a long ways to look because my laptop is on the desk. I'm over at my workbench, and it's very hard to see uh, anything. I guess I could. What I should do is use the full screen thing on OBS. Someone recommended OBS, the broadcast software, and it's and once again, I'm a cheapskate. It's free. This shit is fucking awesome. Like I have to say, it has an auto like setup function, and it is so fucking sick. It makes it so I don't have to do anything because I don't know. I'm pretty sure most of you know this, but I'm really not that great at computers and shit. Like I used to be, but that was in like the early 2000s, and now I'm just like I don't know. I don't know how to use computer. So that was my German guy voice. Thank you very much. I don't bust that one out very often. Only at state funerals, just to cheer people up. You know, just to cheer people up a little. It doesn't have to be so bad. You know, it doesn't have to be so bad. I don't know. This is quite wonderful though. By the way, guys, I really do appreciate you guys just watching me fucking make stuff out of wood. It's so much fun to just sit here and fucking talk to you. I really will admit that I do enjoy it quite a bit. I get sick satisfaction from it. What I need no, I shouldn't even say it. I shouldn't give you guys the hope that I would one day do it, but I have been like I got this, stupid streaming shit going and just hanging out with you guys and talking and stuff. But I would really like love to do a different one for people in like, obviously in GBS because that's or I guess BYOB as well, where I just like kick back and read you guys some sick kids books. I really do enjoy sick kids books. Fun to sit around and read them. Do the scary voices. You gotta do the voices. It's fantastic. Although I think that very few people well, I mean, come on, there's like what 5 of us or something here. Ooh, seven of us here. I really I don't know. I don't know how few people would actually want to listen to someone read kids books, like an adult read kids books at adults. But god damn, there are some good kids books. I mean, not like chapter. Well, I guess like early chapter books. You know, I don't know. Maybe some chapter books. I don't know. I don't know what the fuck I'm even talking about now, you guys. We have made it to that point in the evening where I'm just sitting here making a duck and literally talking about something, but I don't know what it is. Oh, it's getting to be kind of cute in its own ducky way. Big fan of cute things. Once again, talking into the void. I like you guys because it's fun to talk to you. But yeah, no, I like cute things. I'm definitely a proponent of things being cute. But I also like things that aren't cute, like plankton, which is actually pretty sweet and, good and stuff. Look at this pile. Look at this just pile coming off of this duck right now. It's really wonderful. What I'm gonna tell myself is that I'm gonna vacuum tonight before I close the shop up, and then when I go to close the shop up, I'm gonna be like, I'll vacuum tomorrow, and then tomorrow I'll be like, I don't know. Which like today, I ended up right before I started this stream cleaning up my workbench so that you guys wouldn't see me in the like misery that I was in. I've been working on cabinets inside the house, and my shop has been just toe up from the flow up. I can't believe I said that out loud to people, but it really felt good. Kind of like when you say totes to another adult male, and they look at you, and you're like, what? I like to say totes. What are you guys talking about? Oh, haunted antique shop. That is actually, uh, I would say, number 4 on my list of businesses I would love to own. Haunted antique shop. Um, do now here's the question: is does it come haunted, or do you get to choose who dies there to haunt it? That, because I mean that's tempting in a way. Not that, not that I would ever condone killing someone to make a ghost, because that's just silly. But if you had to, you know, Tony Danza. I'm having a hard time. I know I know we are streaming at the lowest resolution possible, but there's like a nick here from once again where I drilled or not drilled, where I saw it in too far, and I'm just gonna like try and get it out, but it's driving me insane because it's pretty damn deep, and I know to get it out, I'm gonna make this weird gouge that I'm gonna have to refile out, and it's gonna be a pain in my ass, but that's okay. I would like to like I don't know. I'm thinking I would like to start trying new stuff, and I'm gonna figure out in the thread what that's gonna be. Like this is the first time I've carved a wooden animal, which I have to say, this has been one of the more enjoyable projects I've taken on in a long time. Even I know it sounds dumb, but well, actually, you know what? That's I actually am lying. But the only other here, I'm gonna be back in 1 second. Okay, give me one moment. I'm gonna walk over to my other workbench. This this is the only other animal that I've carved, and I don't believe it counts. I don't believe it counts because it's a fucking snake. Um, it's not difficult to carve a snake. It is long and a little shapely, but yes, it. I don't believe it counts. This is made of that alder, though. You can see some of the pretty colors running through it and stuff. But yeah, this does not count. That is not really making an animal. If you can be like, is that a sperm or a snake? I don't think it counts. I don't think it counts. I don't know. I wish that like technology were at the point where I could be like, okay, computer, can we get the I don't think it counts voting system going here, and then you guys could vote on whether or not you think it counts. Um, that would be sick. Like I think the technology is dumb because it doesn't know that I want to do that, and that seems silly to me that it doesn't know that. Like it's pretty obvious that that is something that I would want. Oh, I'm getting there. It's almost out. It's almost out. That's a win for me. I feel like that's going to be my wrap up spot is when this thing is gone and I can triumphantly say that I was able to erase the shitty mistake that I made. The sweet part about wood is sometimes you can do that. Sometimes you can erase the mistakes that you made. The shitty part about wood is sometimes you can't and you fuck something up so bad that you just have to toss it into a scrap pile. And that's a sad thing. That's a sad day. I guess that's probably the same way for people who make ceramic stuff. I don't know. I mean, once you fire a piece of ceramic, like I don't think you can fix it. Maybe I'm nuts. Maybe you actually can. I don't know. But it seems like once you break it, it would just be like glass. Maybe fix it by turning it into a mosaic or something. I don't know. I don't know. Oh, look at that. Look at that. It's just getting so duckish. It's making me smile. I will admit that it is making me smile. This duck. I will do it in the thread and not here in YouTube. Blah. But we will vote on a name for this duck. Uh, I don't know what it's gonna be. I hope that it's a good one. I hope that it's a good one. But we'll do that in the thread when we talk about what we're gonna do next week and stuff like that. It'll be fun. And I think let's get a look. Yep, it's gone. Now it's just time to kind of reshape the back a little bit. Guys, seriously, I'm going to come and check and see what you said. And then we're done. But I really, just in general, super love having you guys hang out and chat with me while I work. Wow. Okay. It's a platypus billed duck. Thanks. Thank you. Just like ragging on my duck hard. That's tough. Okay, guys. Well, you all have a good night. Talk to you later. I'll be back next Thursday, hanging out, making stuff. Catch you later.